Well, here's two more examples. First one's fairly easy. We've got a vector valued function of two variables. It's 5 cosine ui plus 3 sine uj plus v times k. And if you could imagine the v is held constant, like equal to 1, then that means we really just have an ellipse with major axis 5 and minor axis 3. And I'll let you look down into that, and it does look like that kind of ellipse. With major axis 10, that is going from negative 5 to positive 5, and minor axis 6 going from negative 3 to positive 3. But it's not an ellipse. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what I did. Yikes. I think maybe I moved this up here and I undefined something that I shouldn't have. There it is. I accidentally moved that above this line and it redefined my F, G, and H. But I know when I was a kid, my parents had a scrap basket that looked like that in oval shape. It was pretty neat, but I will tell you about this scrap basket. It goes on infinitely in this direction and in that direction. And that is a surface, and these are its parametric equations. So there is a parametric surface. All right, let's look at another one. Slightly more complicated one, but not that much more. So identify and sketch the surface R of uv equals, here it is listed as a vector valued function of two variables. And here are the parametrics of it. F of uv equals 2 sine of u cosine v, g of uv equals 2 sine of u sine of v, and h of uv equals 2 cosine of u. But I'm going to make a suggestion. We square this, and square this, and see what's the result of all that. Squaring this, we get 4 sine squared cosine u cosine squared of v. Squaring this, we get 4 sine squared of u sine squared of v, and notice that the 4 sine squared of u factors out, and when it factor it out, I'd have cosine squared of v plus sine squared of v, which is 1. So not only does this factor out, that's all there is left, is the 4 sine squared of u. And that's plus 4 cosine squared of u. Well, that's 4. Factor out the 4, we got 4 times quantity sine squared u plus cosine squared u, which is 4 times 1. So it's just 4. So I squared the x part plus the y part plus the z part, and I sure enough got an answer of 4. Right? So it's x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals 4. You should be able to recognize that as a sphere of radius 2 with center at the origin. Wow, isn't that cool?